Now let us, have you read Krishna book? Krishna life. Bhagavad Gita is by Krishna. Krishna book is about Krishna. In Bhagavatam there are 90 stories that comes in one book. One book.
The big one, the big side one.
No, Krishna book, Krishna life. After you finish Bhagavad Gita, you all should read Krishna. Who is this Krishna who spoke this Gita? Your question will come. Then you should read Krishna. Bhagavad Gita, see what happens is like this. Suppose you have to tell about yourself, you tell very little, no? And generally anybody. But other people will tell a lot about it. But personally we hesitate to tell much. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells very little about it, only 700 shlokas. Or Bhagavatam, when the devotees glorify the Lord, it is 18,000 shlokas. Like mother talks about you, she will talk for 10 hours. And you say, please tell something about yourself. You say, yeah, I'm going to test you can find it. Don't say much. Just like that it is. So we go to Bhagavatam, and the Krishna book has been derived from Bhagavatam, Prasham Skanda, written by great Acharya. You should read. After you read Bhagavad Gita, you should read Krishna book. Then you should read Nectar of Devotion. Very important. Prabhupada many times said, I want all my disciples to read this book many times. Nectar of Devotion. When you advance in spiritual life, it's a guide book. It's a very important. Written by great Acharya called Rupa Goswami. Translated to English by Srila Prabhupada. And then there is one more book you should read, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, which gives a practical application to the whole philosophy. 3 books, these 4 books, if somebody reads, he has understood the science of Krishna consciousness. A Krishna Tattva Veda, say Guru Bhaya. Then even if I don't come here, you can take the class. You understood the whole philosophy. And that is what we want. How this will spread if people don't understand themselves. We need a lot of people, but first they should understand. Otherwise people will ask so many questions. We should not misrepresent Krishna. People come to hear you because you are speaking about Krishna. We should not misrepresent you. ऐसा नहीं कृष्णा कुछ बोले आप कुछ और बोल दिए. Then that is not teaching, that is cheating, correct? कृष्णा के नाम में गीता क्लास में कुछ और अपना विचार बोल दिया. That should not be there. So now coming to this shloka, we are in the Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter 16 shloka. Evam pravartitam chakram nanu vartayati yaha aghayur indriya ramo mogam parthas jivati. My dear Arjuna, a person who does not follow the prescribed Vedic system of sacrifice certainly leads a life of sin, for a person delighting on his senses lives in vain. See, where Krishna, sometimes what happens, our mind is pushing us for sense enjoyment. He said, let me do it. What is Krishna is saying for you then at that time? For a person delighting his senses lives in vain. He is simply living uselessly. And Prabhupada is starting the purport. The monastic philosophy of work by reward and enjoy sense gratification is condemned herein by the Lord. Who is giving the certificate? The greatest authority. You should understand who is Krishna. Final authority. Just like you have a Supreme Court, final authority. Krishna is even above Supreme Court. Final. If he decides something, that is the final decision. So Krishna is giving his decision that living a life based on sense gratification is living in vain. But even then, when you come to practice spiritual life, sometimes you do not understand why I am practicing spiritual life. I will give you a story which explains that. Once what happened, yesterday also we had this, but we didn't record. There was nobody to record. Once what happened actually, that this is a place near Vrindavan, some town is there. And Krishna with his coward boyfriends, they used to every day play, small children all love playing. Krishna was also playing with his friends. He's playing the role perfectly, whatever he does. And all of them, playing, they come to a place near the Vrindavan. And Krishna said to the boys that you go nearby some brahmanas that brings a big yagnic. So you go to those brahmanas and you request them. What do you request to the brahmanas? That give us some food. Krishna, Balaram and all of us are hungry. They were all hungry. Krishna said, go and get some food. So the boys go actually, all of them go. The boys go to the brahmanas and they say, can you give us some food? I said, why? I said, Krishna Balram are very hungry. They are also wanting to eat something. No, it cannot be given. We have yagna is going on. After the yagna, we have to offer this food to the yagna. Homa they do.
Yes, sir.
You have seen at home.
Yes, sir.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. In fact, we have, Gurukuls in ISKCON, and from childhood we train even the children in chanting Vedic mantras. But generally we are not so expert in chanting Vedic mantras. What happened that we had the inauguration in Bangalore temple, and a lot of people collected, all the life members and the home members. So we did have opportunity. We had this brahmanas doing, but sometimes we had to do. So what mantras to chant? We are not so expert in Vedic mantras. We directly chant the Gita Bhagavatam. So what we used to do? All pranam mantras of Acharya Swaha, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale, Swaha. Anyway, it's a Sanskrit mantra only. Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta, Swaminiti Mamine, Swaha. Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Swaha. Nirvishesh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Swaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Swaha. We have all our Guru Pranam mantras. Prabhupada Pranam mantra, you should remember that because you're learning from an Acharya. Always, Vedic system is a system of gratitude. It's not a system, there is no salary. If somebody is charging you for teaching you Gita, never hear it. Because that is not supposed to be like that. This knowledge loses its value and business is involved, correct? Whole thing is it's not. But only thing we can have is gratitude. Now what I am teaching is only what was so nicely presented by Acharya Srila Prabhupada. So we always chant his pranam mantra before we read. That is how. So like that we have pranam mantra of all of our acharyas. So we were chanting all pranam mantras one by one, his gurus, and so many mantras they chant. Because generally people know we chant Hare Krishna mantra. That is what is recommended. That is the recommendation. If we can chant this mantra, all the power of all the mantras is inside that. And another thing, we can also know by effect. We can know by effect. Correct? Mantras act on the mind and they purify the mind. True? That is the work of mantra means mana tra. Kshatriya means injury tra. Protects from the shat injury. That's what it's called Kshatriya. Mantra means it protects you, the mind, purifies the mind. That is called mantra. Just like you take a soap and wash your body, it is needed. Mantras are needed to chant the mind, purify the mind daily. Nowadays what happens, we come to college, we take bath and come. You're not ready to come. You're not qualified still to attend the class. You should chant after taking bath. Morning time is very important time. And how much you value your spiritual life known by what time you sleep. Because automatically what time you get up will follow. If you sleep at standard 1 o'clock, where is the time for spiritual life? Today that's what happens. Previously people sleep at 8, 9 o'clock. What is the reason? The reason is they have serious thing to do in the morning. Correct? 8 o'clock your grandfathers, grandmothers, every house. 8, 9 of them down. Why? Because they get up at 2 or 3 o'clock they get up. And they read Gita, they chant. And then what happens? Whole mind has to be washed daily. Bath is just a small thing of your purification. But today that is everything. Bath itself is become purified. We should. And then you get strength. Every day when you chant and all, you are developing additional strength. And you have to getting ready because Maya, we don't know when, what time, what exam it brings for us and we may slip. Right? So therefore we have to make a principle to buy an alarm clock. We only want to start spiritual life. First thing you need an alarm clock to get up at right time. Best time for spiritual life is Brahma Muhurta. What is Brahma Muhurta? 2 hours before sunrise. Sunrise is 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So if you get up 3:30, take bath, you are fresh, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. That's the time for chanting. And then finish your japa, sit down, read for some time. Read Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you read will straight go inside your heart. Okay? And then you have to get ready for your college. And in the evening you come back from college, you come back at 5 o'clock. I'm just telling you the ideal, keep a target. If you can do it, do it today. This is the target you should move. 5 o'clock you come back, start studying your academics. Study 2-3 hours every day, finish your assignment, everything correct. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock down. Again, 3:30. This is target. You can move 25% towards it, 10% towards it, good. Whatever degree you can move, that's good. How the life should be. Morning spiritual life, evening meditation, and before you sleep, again chant 1 or 2 rounds. Think about Krishna there. Day should be like a sandwich. Morning spiritual life, night spiritual life. In between something we do. So we were talking about this brahmanas doing yagnas. So these brahmanas said, no, Krishna, we can't give you Krishna, the boys, we can't give anything. This all food is being cooked for offering to Homa. How can you give it? Go. Get lost. They pushed them, thrown them out of the place. Small children, they came back, they were very sad. So Krishna always is very clever. He has clever answer for everything. Remember that? He is very clever. He said, no, begging, we went for begging, you people went for begging. So we should not be sad because beggar means every time he will not get. So we should. So go again now. We will never disobey Krishna. Go again. And you go to the wives of the brahmana. Just like here Homa is happening something. At the next place somewhere they are doing the cooking. Cooking is another place. Big kitchen is there. All the ladies are together, sitting together and cooking. And one place the husbands are brahmanas. They are doing big homas. Not qualified brahmanas. They know how to chant Vedic mantras. They chant it. So now what happens? These boys now go to the ladies. And the men don't know they are busy in their homa. And ladies are the ones who are cooking. Food is there, not there. In Homa place there is no food. There, fire is there. So they say, Krishna Balaram. What? Now these ladies, they were not scholars like the husband. But they were hearing about Krishna Balaram because it was all in the air. Everybody was talking about daily activities of Krishna. Correct? One day is lifting a mountain, one day everybody is talking. It's not a small thing, yeah? If one man has lifted a mountain, whole world will be talking about it tomorrow. By word of mouth it spreads, correct? So whole world is talking. So everybody is talking about it. So big. The small boy, that time they were just small, maybe 4, 5, 6 year olds, 7 year olds. They're so beautiful. Krishna lifted the mountain with 6 year old. And they're so stunningly beautiful. Krishna is the symbol of beauty. Beauty definition comes from Krishna. Actually. Anything which is near Krishna is beautiful. Away from them, that's not beautiful. But true, today this beauty has no meaning. It is a packet of stool and urine. Anyway. So what happened was, so they heard, they were every day hearing about Krishna. They're so beautiful and they're so loving. Mother Yashoda every day has such fun, and they say like that and like that. They're talking. The world is talking. Today they talk about what actor said, what actress said, and she is upset today, she has birthday today. Today people talk about all that, correct? There are how many Star Trek, Star Does, there are 1,000 magazines about film, and people are reading word by word. The same way people are reading this. People are reading better things. They're reading about what, hearing about what Krishna said. And they actually great devotees of Krishna. And when they hear, same Krishna Balaram have come to a town today, they pack up everything and they run. They're not bothered about anything. They are also not bothered about fear of Kamsa, because Kamsa was trying to kill Krishna Balaram regularly, correct? And they are not bothered because devotee is not scared of anything. You know the Lord is there. And the husbands come to know some commotion, vessels are lifted and all, and the ladies are moving, correct? Sound will come. They come there, everything, their Homa is going on, food has to be offered at Homa, and the ladies are running away with the food without even asking the husband. And they go to stop. They do not listen to this. This is very unusual in Vedic culture. Wife disobeying husband is impossible, does not happen. And this is not today. 5,000 years ago, it was very, very traditional. Wife will never disobey the husband. But here, they don't even care to even ask their husband. They are running towards Krishna. And the husband said, no. They said, we don't care. Get out of the way. Bhagavad Gita, what does Krishna say at the end? Sarvadharman parityajam mamekam sharanam vacha. Take my shelter. Abandon all varieties of religion, take my shelter. So Pati Dharma is also a Dharma. Sarvadharman parityajam. Forget all your religion. First thing is take my shelter. Because all the dharmas should lead you to take shelter of Krishna. If they are inhibiting that, forget the dharma. Now, if they follow Pati Dharma, they can't go because they refuse the food to be given to Krishna. They know that. Correct? Now they got an opportunity. Directly they will not. For Pati Dharma. Similarly, in Bhagavad Gita also we see, you all know that Karna and Arjuna, when they were fighting, Karna's wheel was stuck. Right? Yes. And Karna requested Arjuna, don't shoot now. I am not ready. Correct? So Arjuna was hesitating. Can I shoot or not? What does Krishna say?
Shoot.
Krishna told, okay. In fact, when he told Arjuna, remember Kshatriya Dharma, Krishna told Arjuna, hey Karna, what now you are remembering Kshatriya Dharma? Where was the Kshatriya Dharma when he told Draupadi was stripped in public? Where was the Kshatriya Dharma when he killed Arjuna's son Abhimanyu? He was killed in a wrong way. That time where was Kshatriya Dharma? Kill him. Anyway, so whatever it is, Krishna wanted to actually hand over throne to Yudhishthira Maharaj, who was a great person. That was Krishna's intention. Krishna always wants great person to rule. He knows how much we are suffering today under crazy rulers. Correct? So Krishna is always happy when a great person rules this world. That was Yudhishthira Maharaj. Whole thing was done for Yudhishthira Maharaj to take the throne. And Bhagavatam you read, one chapter is there. What was the condition of the world when Yudhishthira Maharaj ruled the world? It became Vaikuntha. Earth became like Vaikuntha. Pure, like no anxiety. Nobody, Vaikuntha means no anxiety. Nobody's rule means that such a wonderful rule. Nobody has any anxiety. Everybody is peaceful. That was the rule of Yudhishthira. And people like Duryodhana was stripping people's wife in public. Everybody is full of anxiety. Correct? Nobody can be without anxiety. So Krishna wanted to remove him. And why Karna went to that side to support him? It is his fault, not Arjuna's fault. Okay, get out of the way. He wants to fight. Fine. Okay. So then you may question that Arjuna forgot the Kshatriya Dharma. No, he knows the Kshatriya Dharma. Sarvadharman paritteja. Krishna is saying, Sarvadharman paritteja. It's an advanced principle. For a higher principle, lower principle has to be understanding. And nobody is a loser when Krishna is followed. And Krishna's order somebody is killed, he also becomes liberated. Any day, one day we have to die any day. Correct? He becomes immediately liberated from all the material conditioning. And the Atma goes back to Godhead. So being killed by Arjuna or killed by Krishna is same because Arjuna is killing on Krishna's order. That way everybody benefited who was killed by Arjuna. We also see we walking so many times and insects are dying, correct? If you are chanting Hare Krishna and walking, even though insects die, they are blessed. Because they touch the feet of a devotee while dying. So become a devotee, work for Krishna. Now what happens? So these ladies, they leave the place and they run away. And the husbands are sad and they're heartbroken. You can't believe this can happen actually. But you don't know, they are the first class idiots. Because they are doing yagna without knowing the purpose of yagna. Purpose of yagna is to satisfy Krishna. No, why you do yagna finally? Great. Why you doing homa? What you are offering in homa, to whom you are offering? You forgot something. Your first year people?
Second.
Okay, dresses. Your dress is a pakka school dress. Now first year people, the dresses you can go to party with them. This is check, sir. This is like a government school dress. Okay. So now, when you are doing yagna, we should not forget the purpose of yagna. We are invoking the Lord Vishnu in the yagna and we are offering food to him. So when Lord Vishnu himself, Krishna has come, why not directly offer? What Buddha? That's why it is called niyamagra. You are doing something without knowing the purpose. Then it's called madness. So that's what the Brahmana, but their wives were very nice. So they ran away there and they landed in the place where Krishna Balaram was there. First thing, this, oh my God. Oh. One book is remaining now. I become a rich man today. Start reading.
Yeah.
Start the introduction you read.
Yes.
On the first page.
Thank you.
So what happened was, first years are very enthusiastic. The two of them are hearing the class, second class. They hear already first class. Good, some hope is there. Says that they reach, and first thing they see, Krishna is so beautiful. They're so happy. So happy. What happens? Oh, the last one for today? Yeah. Happens is that when they reach, first thing they see, Krishna is so beautiful. Amazing. Krishna is very, very beautiful. Therefore, you know what generally what happens? When you enter an assembly, you like to be noted. You go somewhere and everybody gets up. You feel very special. But there is nothing special. That's why humility means, I had a small class in this. Humility means you know that actually you're not worthy of any respect. When you go here, don't feel, what is there? What there are 100 people better than me. But when Krishna comes somewhere, therefore big homas and also many times you read in Bhagavatam, Krishna appears. Everybody drops what he's doing. He is patient. First thing about his patience is that he's stunningly beautiful. He is the symbol of beauty. So the first thing is, oh my God, it's so beautiful, this boy. They heard, but hearing is different. Seeing, small boy, he's just 6-year-old boy. It's so beautiful. You know? And anyway, they are so happy to see Krishna, and then they are very with love, they offer all the things. Lord Krishna, please, whatever we have cooked. We don't know how to cook, something we have cooked. You are the Lakshmipati, you are the Narayana, there are millions of Lakshmis are waiting to serve you, and still you don't care about them. There are millions of waiting, it's Krishna. Please, Krishna, accept something. So he is not in shortage of food. But with our little love, whatever we have, we are offering this, please accept. Krishna said, yes, he accepted our offerings. And then they said, now Krishna, we are worried to go home. Because this is something very unusual. Without the permission of husbands, we came running here. We are very worried whether they will accept us or not. And you are the Supreme Lord, make arrangement, give us shelter. So Krishna said, don't worry. You go back home, your husbands will accept you. So Krishna is the Lord, he knows everything. And here what happened, the brahmanas, they were doing homas. Homa, what do? You make some offering and offer to the Lord, correct? Some kabhi hua na, ghar mein home karte hain. But here Krishna himself went, asked to the friends, please, that food I want, the brahmanas did not give, but the wives gave. But anyway, they are brahmanas, they know the Vedic knowledge. They started now cursing themselves. You read in Krishna book, it is very nice. To hell with us. To hell with all our knowledge. What is this? The Lord asked for food whom we are worshipping, and we hesitated to give. They started understood their fault. To hell with everything. From full one para of hell is there. Hell and this. They started cursing themselves. We are used very thoroughly. And they were feeling so proud, how wonderful wives he had, that they could, even though they are not academically scholars, but they are so wonderful devotees. Without hesitation, they ran to serve the Lord. So they thought, let us go and apologize to Krishna because we have done a great offense. Correct? But then they thought, Kamsa is there. Out of fear of Kamsa, they didn't move. Just imagine they were ladies. They ran and these men are scared. That's called, you cannot artificially show devotion. It comes out. There was, the instance I told you, Narasimha-deva, when Narasimha-deva manifested to kill Hiranyakashipu. You all know that story, no? Yes. Hiranyakashipu, or the Hiranya means gold, Kashipu is soft, but a typical karmi, wanted to enjoy life. And his son was a devotee. Not ordinary devotee, exalted devotee, Prahlad. And then what happened was, finally Narasimha-deva came and killed Hiranyakashipu because he made various attempts to kill Prahlad Maharaj. When Hiranyakashipu through various people tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj, and finally one day he took a sword out and he said, I'll kill you now, personally. And if your so-called God exists, let him come. Let me see it exists. And God came, Krishna came, Narasimha-deva came. Actually he came to give pleasure to Prahlad Maharaj. He doesn't have to come to kill Hiranyakashipu. That can be arranged so many ways. On earthquake he will die. Why Krishna has to come? On heart attack he will die. Why Krishna has to come? Krishna came actually to give pleasure to Prahlad. To prove his words certain. Yes. Because Prahlad Maharaj said, yes, my Lord is there everywhere. He came to prove that. And he came to share some affection with Prahlad. To kill Krishna does not kill. Bhagavad Gita says, Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya dushkirana. Paritranaya sadhunam is one Krishna comes. So that automatically happens. That is not his focus actually. So now what happens that he comes, why I told the Narasimha story. So he comes to kill anyway. Yeah, scared. So at that moment, all the devatas also came, because the Lord comes, all the devatas come. Just like a prime minister comes, all the chief minister, everybody comes. Brahma, Shiva, Ganesha, all the devatas were lined up. And very happily they all came. And they wanted to come inside and offer prayers to Lord Narasimha. And Narasimha was very angry because he had just killed Hiranyakashipu, and so many soldiers of Hiranyakashipu, just by his nails he has thrown them on the air, torn them to pieces. Blood everywhere. Just imagine somebody has come with a gun and shot 100 people like that. Would you be encouraged to enter? Devatas got scared to enter. Nobody could enter. Frightened. From outside they offered prayers. Narasimha's anger did not decrease. It remained same, rather increased, sometimes a joke. Because some of the prayers were like this. My Lord, he took all our apsaras and this Hiranyakashipu. Now you have killed him, we will get them back. Narasimha, more anger. What is this prayer? So at that time, Brahma told Prahlad Maharaj, we have to cool them now. Lord is very angry, because see, sometimes people don't understand why Lord becomes angry. He's a person. When you torture his devotee, Lord becomes angry. Sometimes we have this attitude. No, Krishna is very merciful. I can do anything. Please remember, Krishna sometimes becomes angry, and that mood in Narasimha will come and tear you to pieces. So I think, what is there? Krishna says, don't do it, I'll do it. Why? He's very merciful. He's merciful also, but he becomes angry also sometimes. Great personalities have two sides. They are softer than rose, harder than stone. So Krishna sometimes can take Narasimha Rupa, which is harder than stone, tear you to pieces. So that is what happens actually. So then he requests Prahlad Maharaj, you go. And all the big devatas who are so powerful are scared to go to the assembly. Prahlad Maharaj is a small boy, a 5-year-old boy, just walks in fearlessly and goes straight inside the hall. Nobody will enter there because only dead bodies are there. Correct? Will you enter? Somebody is shooting. Suppose one man has come with a gun and he's entered the hostel and shot 200 students already. And somebody says, yeah, cool him down. He's killing like this. And I say, you go. And he just go. How can he go unless you have full faith in him? Correct? That he will not kill you. That's why the devotee's faith get tested at that moment. Tested. Prahlad Maharaj is entered and fell at the feet of Narasimha. And Narasimha immediately was so pleased. Touched his hand on his head. Same hand, he just killed his father. Same hand he touched on his head. His lotus hand. Prahlad Maharaj felt completely purified. The Lord touching. No, fully purified. He was in ecstasy at that moment. Then offered prayers which are 2 chapters of Bhagavad. He offered beautiful prayers to God. Beautiful prayers. You should read that. He said, my Lord, what prayers I can offer you? All exalted devatas, sattve gatana, which is so beautiful prayers I offer to you. What I can offer? Kima ugra jati, my Lord, I am born to a demonic family. The father was a big demon. What prayers I can offer? And very humbly he starts off. Beautiful prayers he offers. You should study those prayers sometime. What happens generally? People go to temples and some ritual is there. They see the rituals. They see Abhishek. It's all good. But without a knowledge they come out. There's a great mistake in our culture. Temples are places of learning. And what about the knowledge we have? Voluminous knowledge we have. Correct? So you all can take advantage of that wherever you are situated in hostel and all. Read. And I am ready to give you all these books. I am ready to give you free. They are not a bother. Gita only thing because you can't return to me that book. Because once you read it becomes a thick book. Black by the time you return. So therefore I said this book you purchase. Other books all you can have free from. Read and enjoy. So now next to us. Similarly the brahmanas were scared. But the wives of Brahmana, even the women, they should be more scared of Kamsa. They were not scared. They ran to meet Krishna. And that's what happened. So when they came back home, the husband accepted them very nicely, rather happy. So what do you learn from this? Prabhupada told in the purport something today. What Prabhupada has told in the purport? He says at the end, but if performing yagnas, one does not become Krishna conscious, Such principles are counted as only moral codes. That's that. And also, if you are Krishna conscious, there is no need of performing the same. The wives were not doing it. So it is said that if you know the essence, there is a big shloka is there for that. Tapasas, tapalakim. Aradita yadi hari. Anybody know the shloka? Naradido yadi hari tapasa tapaskim. Aradido yadi hari tapasa tapaskim. Means, if you worship Hari, then what is the use of all this tapasya? And if you are not worship Hari, then also what is the use of this tapasya? So basically the whole point is that whether the Lord is worshipped or not. So many people do yagnas without knowing what is the purpose of yagna. That is one part. The purpose of yagna is self-purification, so that we can become a great devotee of the Lord. That is the purpose. Yagna means pleasure of the Lord. Don't forget that. Yagna means what? Pleasure of the Lord. We are offering something, just like when you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, that is called Sankirtana Yagna. Other yagnas are difficult in Kali Yuga. They require a lot of ghee. And what is the rate of ghee now? Every day increasing. 300 now crossed. And if you have to, not small, big yagnas require tons of ghee. Where is the money today? And in hostel, who will allow you to do yagna? You tell the hostel warden, in my room I want to do yagna, they will say, please get out. Correct? This building will burn and it's so expensive. Smoke everywhere and the roommate has to give permission. Who will allow? And elaborate. And you have to chant those mantras, proper meter. Cannot that Vedic mantras have to chant it very carefully. There is a training to chant that. You cannot just chant those mantras like that. Where is the training? And on top of it, where is the proper consciousness to chant? The mantras are not effective if they are not chanted with proper bhava, proper consciousness. Nothing of this is there. Neither money is there on top of it to do those expensive yagnas. In Kali Yuga, the most effective system of yagna is Sankirtana Yagna. Yagna is Sankirtana Praya. This word is there in Bhagavatam. In Kali Yuga, the Lord starts Sankirtana Yagna. Yajanti hi sumedasaha. And all intelligent people will follow that. But those people who are not sumedasa, alpa medasa, jiske dimag mein gobar bhara hai, they do other kinds of things, which are not recommended today. You may do proper says, we can do elaborate yagna, people will come and sit down also. Even now in Hindus will sit down, correct? It's culturally, yagna ho raha hai, Vatnikan. If I, instead of doing the Sankirtan, if I do some homa, a lot of people will come and sit down also. Oh, home ho raha hai, yagna ho raha hai. People will come and sit. Pomp and show, people like all those things. But it has no benefit. Zero benefit to them and to us, and simply waste of money. But if you do Nama Sankirtana today, you see the effect. It will transform the life of people completely. But people generally don't like simple things. They want complicated things. That is the problem of Kali Yuga. You go to a doctor and he says, there is one medicine. You take this, all your diseases over. Hey, something wrong with the doctor. They want complicated. I heard actually, there is one doctor who does treatment for labor people. He met him in Mangalore. He's a big doctor. So now what happens that he gives treatment labor and he says that if I don't give them injection, they get upset. Even though they don't need injection. Mostly. What is there? Some cough is there. First you have to give injection. And they criticize the doctor. Injection nahi diya. How foolish people are. They want immediate relief. Another thing is they want immediate relief. Injection means you get immediate pain, pain injection, no pain relief. What a nice doctor it is. But actually it is a symptomatic treatment. So similarly, what people do is that they give you symptomatic treatment in the world today. But what we are giving in Bhagavatam is say, Dharma Projita Kaita, it is Vedavyasa also does that in other Vedic literature. Oh, you want money? Yes. You can worship Kuvera. Oh, you want a beautiful wife? You can worship Uma, wife of Lord Shiva. And you want this, different list he has given. So people are very attracted to all that list, they are very careful. They will stand up like this. Oh, this person for that. And you have some problems are there, go to Ganesha, you can remove any obstacle. Like that, people are very interested in worship of Devatas. But then in Bhagavatam, in the second shloka itself, after invoking Bhagavatam, the first shloka he gives definition of Bhagavatam, of Krishna, definition of God. In the second shloka it says, Dharma Projita Kaita Vatara Parmo Nirvasaranam Sada Vedyam Vasanvatra Shivadam Tapatre Unmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kirma Pare Ishvara, he says, Dharma Projita Kaita Avatara. We have nothing to do with the cheating religions in this world. Actually, most of the religions are cheating religions. They don't give you God, they give you other things. Correct? I went to very many. Guru doctor, no, he went to temple for that. Many people. And many sadhus also do that because you become very attractive in that way. But Vedavyasa is saying that is Kaitava Dharma, that is the cheating religion. Because you're not getting the real benefit. You get it? Kaitava. Kaitava means you didn't give him the real benefit, you cheated him actually. So then what happens is that, to understand this, I'll tell you an example. Once what happened, there was a great devotee. What is the time now?
5:30.
5:20. I stop at 5:30. There was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and he asked Lord Shiva, give me the greatest benefit. He said, okay, you want the greatest benefit? Go to meet Sanatana Goswami. So he went to meet Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was a great devotee in Vrindavan, one of the great acharyas in our Bharat. So he met him and he said, what do you want? He said, what is the greatest thing you can give me? He said, what do you want then? Do you have Chintamani? You heard about Chintamani? Chintamani is a very mystic thing. Touch anything, it becomes gold. Touch an iron, it becomes gold. Huh? Parasi gold. Chintamani is gold. So what happened that he was very happy. But he said, where is the Chintamani? He said, मेरे घर के बाहर देखने एक dustbin रखा है, उसमें पड़ा है कहीं. So he went and dustbin, he searched at the bottom somewhere, it was lying on Chintamani. And touched anything, it became gold. Wow, wonderful, yeah. And he was walking up. Then he, at the middle, he thought, yeah, he has cheated me. Because greater than that thing he must be having. Because why he had thrown the dustbin there? Correct? He didn't give me the greatest thing he had. They went to him and said, Lord Shiva told me the greatest benefit you can give me, and definitely it's not a Chintamani. You say, you want that? He said, yes. First throw it into the Ganges and come. Wow, so really tough. He went and threw it. Okay. Chant Hare Krishna. That's the greatest benefit. So same way, he could understand, he's cheating me, he didn't give me the greatest benefit. That is called Kaitava Dharma, cheating religion. Where you don't give the real thing what the religion gives you, religion gives you God. Another example. There was a great devotee called Dhruva Maharaj. You heard about Dhruva Maharaj?
Yes, sir.
Dhruva Maharaj, what happened was actually his father had two wives, Suniti and Suriji. He was son of one of them. And the other wife was younger, two mothers were there. For him, the wife, the king. And he has two wives, one is younger and more beautiful, this is the elder one. And both had sons. One of Dhruva, other one of Uttama. So Uttama was already sitting on the lap of the father. And Dhruva wanted to climb on the lap of the father. It's perfectly natural desire. But in palace politics, the other wife of the king, she goes, no. She was thinking, no, he will get the throne. So she wanted to keep, hey, you are not born from my womb. You can't climb the lap of your father. You can't inherit the throne, only through my womb. So he broke his heart. And look at the father. Father picked me up, no? Father was too attached to his wife. He was silent. He became very upset. He started crying. And he ran to his mother. Mother had already heard what happened in the palace. She was crying. She said, he doesn't look at me also after he married this new wife. What can I do? So both were crying, mother and son. The mother thought for a while. He said, my dear son, no use of crying. Let us solve this problem. Okay, Mama, tell me what is the solution? He said, nobody can solve except Krishna. She was a great devotee. Krishna can solve this problem. Okay, I want to meet Krishna. Where is Krishna? Krishna is in the forest. Krishna is in the forest, huh? He ran into the forest. Left the palace. Small 5-year-old boy. Mother had great faith. Okay, let him see Krishna. He will solve our problem. And this boy was going toward Krishna eagerly to see Krishna. Full faith. Krishna is there and I have to see him. And he's going to the forest to see Krishna. Because all the sages were in the forest that time. Today forest only exiles are there. No sages you will find. So then what happened when he reached there, when you are searching for Krishna sincerely, Guru will come to teach you. Narada appears mystically. One of the greatest acharyas. And he says, Dhruva, where are you going? I have to see Krishna. Please guide me now. You know where is how to see Krishna. You're a small boy. What is this? Yeah, small kids, the people slap also don't take it seriously. Oh yeah, that's right. And he gives him some philosophy. That we should not bother. It's all our papa karma only. Somebody has insulted us. Somebody would have insulted you before, therefore you got an insult. But you're taking it so much. And this big tapasya, old people are not able to do what a kid will do. He discourages them to test it. Are you really serious? The Guru tests you. Are you really serious to see Krishna first? It's like, before examination in the college, they see your marks. So they test like that. So then, Dhruva says, no sir, I want to see Krishna. He gives his reason. Kshatriya blood is running in my veins. These all sattvic arguments don't work on my head. I want revenge. I want revenge. Nothing doing. I want a kingdom greater than my father, greater than my grandfather. That is Brahma. Brahma's son is this one. So near it is actually. This is Satyuga. So take it. No, Dhruva ke Pitaji ka naam. Uttama shloka I think. Something I'm forgetting the name. Great personality. So now this boy, Narada says, okay, done. I'll teach you how to see Krishna. He gives him mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is a mantra he gives. That is Satyuga. Kalyuga the mantra is Hare Krishna mantra. Satyuga is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The chant is. And he chants so attentively. 6 months, Krishna comes. He sees that Krishna comes in Narayana form. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma holding Narayana. It's there. So therefore, sometimes people say, where is the proof? There is a proof. They are witnesses. If you follow the process, you will see the Lord face to face, and a collection of that is Bhagavatam. Nothing is Bhagavatam, nothing. It's a collection of a witness. He said, God is there. Where is the witness? There is a witness. Some people say, who has seen God? And so many people saw God. That is there collected in a book. That is called Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is nothing but a collection of success stories of great devotees. So now when he sees the Lord is so, I'm not qualified to tell all this because these are all actually discussions of pure devotees, but it's from a purification aspect. So now when Dhruvana saw the Lord, he speaks a beautiful shloka. He says, Kacham vichinnam api divya ratnam swamim kritata asmivaramna Sthana vilashi tapasisitoham. I wanted sthana. I wanted a great place. Tapasisitoham. I did great tapasya. Sthana vilashi tapasisitoham. Tvam praptavana eva vichit. But after seeing you, I got a divya ratna. Kacham vichinnam api divya ratnam. I'm looking for a piece of glass, but here I got a diamond. My Lord, I have no aspirations now. So when you see the Lord, actually, your all desires vanish. That is real dharma. Real dharma gives you the Lord. So coming back to our today whole essence was that we should not forget, just like this brahmanas are doing yagna, don't forget, when you're chanting Hare Krishna, whatever you're doing, our whole business is, one day we want to see Krishna face to face. Prabhupada used to say, this should be your mission of life, to see Krishna face to face. Then your life is successful. Okay? You're not living in some dream world. But then you have to be sincere and serious all that. Very sincere and serious. Any questions are there? Based on the class today? It's good we go like this, shloka. So you will learn Gita also, you understand the whole spirit. Okay, switch it on. It's becoming hot now. One more. Yeah, any question? First on the class, any question? Apart from the class, any question? You try to talk to some friend and he had a question. If you try to preach, you will have 1,000 questions. Because people will bring questions. You are coming after a long time. You got understood something? Huh? Convinced fully.
Regarding Prahlad Maharaj's story, I mean, why did Narasimha Deva exactly come? Isn't there a condition sort of a thinking like he tells right? He is one who's already received blessing, telling that I can't be killed inside in the sky.
Correct. Many funny things he had done. Brahma is a devotee of the Lord, and the Lord doesn't break the promise of his devotees. He doesn't have to follow Brahma's promise. Krishna is not bound by anything. He's Swarat. He's fully independent. But Krishna loves his devotees. And he doesn't like his devotees were to go wrong. Brahma is his great devotee. Therefore he honors all of them. And he comes in a new unique form. Correct? It's not a new form. Narasimha Dev is a form which is regular. It's just like the sun. When it manifests now, today for us it is now 6 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow for Pakistan it is 6 o'clock in the morning. Correct? Then for Afghanistan it is 6 o'clock in the morning. So we may say the sun has appeared here at 6 o'clock, but it keeps appearing everywhere. So Narasimha Dev leelas are going on. There are trillions of universes. Lord keeps appearing one by one everywhere. It's a Nitya Leela. Therefore we say Nitya Leela of the Lord. So the conditions were there like that. In fact, after appearance, Narasimha scolded Brahma also. Why you give such kind of blessings, sir? So much trouble I have to say. Not in the day, not in the night. The same way we are also trying to be eternal. There is a symbolic meaning there. Somehow we are thinking we'll survive forever, like Hiranyakashipu. I will enjoy my life. Mobile is there, laptop is there, enough fun is there in life. What do they have to think about Krishna? So death is coming. Scientists will make some injection. I will live forever. Like Hiranyakashipu. Many people have planned that before. It does not work. You will be put to death. 1 minute you cannot make it longer. Yeah, any other question? You would have some question. You heard? Or you? Some doubt.
So Dhruva ultimately became a star in the sky.
That's okay. Dhruva Loka is there, not Dhruva became a star. Dhruva Loka, he resides in a place. He resides in Dhruva Loka. Krishna was so pleased with him. A small boy doing so much tapasya. He said, you came to me looking for a place, I'll give you that. That is Dhruva Loka, which is bigger than Brahma's, this universe. Because this universe is destroyed, Dhruva Loka is not destroyed. In Pralaya, this whole universe will be destroyed one day. Even scientists today, in their own way, they understand the universe will be destroyed. But in their own way, one day. They also say something similar. The sun will enlarge. Vedas talk about that. Sun will become 12 times more hot in Pralaya time. Whole universe will be destroyed. Burned. Huh? Yeah, so universe. Yes, study, understand. It's experimental knowledge which keeps changing every day. What we talk, we hold forever. They will tomorrow say black hole, then they say no, there is white hole. Space worm, so many things they say. But I'm not saying we're disrespecting, because that's experimental knowledge. Limitation is there. In the sense, mistake may be there, number one. Number two, you keep changing every day. We don't change. This is it. This is Pralaya means Pralaya. So, everything is destroyed, the whole universe. Brahma's universe is destroyed. Dhruva Loka is not destroyed. So, it's greater than Brahma Loka. It's amazing. It's exactly like Vaikuntha. Imagine, Krishna gave a place bigger than that. Than Brahma's place. And the whole universe rotates around Dhruva Loka. Even now. The star, if you calculate, everything is spinning around Dhruva Loka. That you have to astronomy. There are a lot of work devotees are doing, Vedic astronomy and modern astronomy, trying to compare and understand. Yeah. Any questions?
So who is the creator of Vishnu?
See, the point is, this kind of question comes because of two mistakes. One mistake is that in this world, whatever we are seeing, we see there is a creator of that. Correct? If you are mridanga, somebody made it. I am there because it's a relative knowledge. I cannot exist without my father. It's a relative. Spiritual world is absolute. Nothing is relative there. Forget creator of Vishnu, even Atma, there is no creator. Atma is also eternal. It's an eternal world. Okay? So, what happens is that what we are seeing in material space and time, and what we can understand by this brain, which also can't handle anything except even time dimension, people are finding difficult to handle, correct? Einstein created extra dimensions. People find it difficult to conceptualize that. And many things which he said have been proved to be true. It's amazing. It is completely, Einstein's theories are actually very counterintuitive. It's the space can curve, it's counterintuitive. You can't intuitively guess it, but it is true. It has proven to be true. There's some experiments that are proven to be true. They did send some sensors for the gravitation sensors and all, and it is true. There is a current, it's like if you have the cloth and you put a heavy mass over it, the cloth turns. It says the space-time web turns because of heavy mass. This is counterintuitive. This is said because he wanted to say that speed of light is the greatest speed and constant. It can't change. Correct? And that can't change, everything else can change. Amazing conclusion. And he has proved to be true to so many ways. What we were discussing? Creator of Vishnu. So, but still, now this is still more counterintuitive, that there can be a world where there is no things exist eternally. Imagine now an eternal world that is called Vaikuntha, where things are eternally existing, which we have not seen. So in one extent it is counterintuitive, correct? But it can be true. Just like in how do you say? The reason is the soul is eternal. We already know that. We already know. How do we know? We don't like death. We can get only a hint of it. Do you like death? None of us like death. We get a hint of it. The soul is eternal. Therefore we don't like death. Darwin said survival of fittest. Why they want to survive first? Why anything wants to survive? Because by nature we are eternal. We don't like death. So there is a place where eternally we can live with full knowledge and full happiness. That is Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha there is no creation. Everything is same every day. Therefore, there is no news like the news of this world. What do you open a newspaper every day? There was a bomb blast. There was in Egypt, army killed 500 people. Iraq bomb blast happened, 50 people died. This is what you hear every day. Here people got born, here they died, this time. Spiritual world, there is no news like that. Material kind of reporter will end up with zero news in spiritual world. Nobody dies there, there is no creation there, and no hadsa happens there. Because Vishnu is standing with four weapons, four hands, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. In the spiritual world, anyway, no nonsense person can enter. But still, Gada and Chakra is there for any nonsense fellow. Anyway, Vaikuntha you can't enter if you are a crazy fellow. It's like in a good government, no criminal is allowed to enter the city. He has to be situated inside the jail. So now what happens in a well, if I am used to a well, I can't understand the ocean. Okay? Because I have never seen anything. A frog born in a well has never seen the ocean. So we are also like frog in a well. We can't understand the eternal space and time. You just get an idea. It's the eternal space and time. Vishnu is eternal. Now you may say, how do I understand? You can't understand. Reason is it's a revealed knowledge. It's not an experimental knowledge. How do you get to know about Vishnu? It's to not think about it again. Not by experiment. None of us did a lab experiment when we saw Vishnu. Correct? We didn't. This is experimental knowledge. We respect this knowledge. It's one way of learning. But Vedas are not experimental knowledge. It is revealed knowledge. Now, it is for us to decide whether you want to take benefit of this knowledge or not. That you have to decide. If you are satisfied with experimental knowledge, fine. You have no problem. But we are not teaching that knowledge. We are teaching revealed knowledge. Vedas are revealed knowledge. Correct? At this point I am emphasizing, I hope it is understanding, it has some space. Correct? We can handle our mind very nicely. So this is the revealed knowledge. Very word Vishnu, neither I have seen, neither you have seen. We are accepting because it is revealed in the scripture. That's all it is. Vedas are revelation. Great revelation. Any other question? You got it now? So this question should not come because the revealed knowledge is a revealed knowledge. Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And there it doesn't say the creation of Vishnu. Vishnu is eternal. Even Atma is eternal. Yeah, good question. Any other question? Nice questions are there. People are understanding. Otherwise what happens? One way it's not interactive, it is not interesting. We have some question. Some doubt is there. You can write to me. Sometimes what happens in public we don't want to ask a question. Some question. You can write to me. You have my email ID, no? You all can write. Sometimes some personal question is there that you can write. I will also maintain confidentiality. But otherwise, just question, do not ask in public. Because it's the doubts only which are blocking our Krishnaa consciousness. We should clarify. Why keep a doubt which can be clarified and simply choke our spiritual life? Correct? Our enthusiasm is choked because of the doubts. So that can be removed. We can enter. But as we practice spiritual life, finally, how much theoretically we can go, things become your perception. Just like in the 100th floor you go. Now from first floor we can only guess what is there and we can hear. But when you go to the 100th floor you can see. So when you meet Vishnu you can ask him directly how you got created. He will tell you I am eternal, you are also eternal. But that day is not now, we are not ready. So okay, at this time we have to base revelation, we have to go. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Bhagavad Gita ki Jai.